Live broadcast of the market, Sensex fell 100 points, Nifty fell below 18.3k, cars, AGSMetal stocks dragged down. Shares of companies like Bajaj Finance, ICICI Prudential Life, LT Tech, ICICI Securities, Tata Elxsi, DCM Shriram, EKI Energy Services, Newzhang Software, Just Dial, and Ainup Engineering will be in focus as they announce their December quarter earnings today. Stocks were mixed Monday as traders weighed a global advance in sovereign bond yields and corporate development. Global stocks have slipped this year, hurt by a retreat in US shares. A key question now is whether company profits will revive sentiment, despite higher costs and challenges from the Omicron virus strain. Tier 1 IT services provider Tech Mahindra Limited, which is on an acquisition spree, has bought an East European IT services company Comtech Co IT for €310 million, which caters to clients in the insurance vertical. Tech Mahindra has also purchased a minority stake of 25% in two insurance technology platforms called SWFT and Sorens for €20 million. In a call with the analysts, the management said that CTC has industry-leading earnings before interest and tax margin and will be accretive on an earnings per share, free cash flow, and return on equity basis. In CY18/CY19/CY20, CTC had a revenue of EUR36.6/EUR57.6/EUR71.3, respectively. The management said this acquisition and its stake in two platforms are poised to boost Tech Mahindra's presence in the insurance vertical, but the street is not too enthused about it. Reacting to this development, shares of company fell by around 1.2% on the NSE in Tuesday's opening trade. The initial public offering of AGS Transact Technologies will open for subscription on Wednesday, the 19th of January. The price band of the three-day initial share sale has been fixed at 166,175 a share. The bidding for anchor investors will open on the 18th of January, and the issue will conclude on Friday, the 21st of January. GMP, key things to know before you subscribe. HFCL Limited today reported a consolidated net profit of 81 crore for the December quarter, down 5% over a year ago. It was 85.11 crore in the same quarter last year. Here is the list of the top 10 stocks that are likely to be in focus on Tuesday. From bankers in Mumbai to bureaucrats in Delhi, India's Aramco moment decoded. Vodafone Idea, Metal Stock Steel Authority of India, Indiabulls Housing Finance, and auto stock escorts that were part of the ban in the previous sessions, continue to be among 5 stocks that have been put under the ban for trade on Tuesday, the 18th of January 2022 under the futures and options segment by the National Stock Exchange. Tech Mahindra Limited said on Monday it has agreed to buy Comtech Co IT Limited, a software solutions and service provider with development centers in Latvia and Belarus, for €310 million. Gold steadied after its best week in 2 months as traders weigh the outlook for monetary policy against the threat posed by a fresh coronavirus wave in the US. Facing pressure from Congress and the public to tackle the hottest inflation since the 1980s, a chorus of Federal Reserve officials this month floated raising rates in March and the potential need to hike as many as 5 times this year, marking a clear shift in projections from just a few weeks ago. 6 stocks to buy today, the 18th of January. The rupee declined by 10 paise to close at 74.25 against the US currency on Monday, declining for the second straight day due to high dollar demand and forex outflows. Treasury yields rose Tuesday after cash trading resumed following a holiday, while most Asian stocks advanced as investors weighed the economic recovery from the pandemic. The drop in US government bonds saw the 2-year yield jump past 1% for the first time since February 2020. Investors are girding for a series of interest rate hikes by the Federal Reserve to quell high inflation. Shares climbed in Japan and Australia but wavered in South Korea. Nasdaq 100 and SP 500 futures were broadly steady. US markets will reopen later following a holiday. Nifty pushes beyond 18,300 gradually, but stocks on a roll. Today morning, the global markets looked a bit nervous, but as we approached our opening time, the SGX Nifty recovered to some extent, and as a result, the week kick-started the week marginally in red. Market did not take much of a time to enter the positive terrain, and then remained within a slender range throughout the remaining part of the session. Although there was no real momentum in key indices, Nifty managed to reclaim the 18,300 mark at the close. Since last 3 for trading sessions, the benchmark index has lost its sheen because heavyweight banking space continues to sulk a bit. But we must construe this as an index balancing because we have already seen a massive recovery and now approaching record highs when the mega event budget is around the corner. So this has applied brakes on the momentum in key indices, but all this whist, if we look at the overall activity in market meticulously, there is no shortage of action in individual themes. In such times, it's advisable not to focus on index, rather keep concentrating in stock-specific moves that are likely to provide better trading opportunities. As far as levels are concerned, 18,350, 18,400 are to be considered as immediate resistances, whereas on the flip side, 18,200, 18,150 is to be treated as key supports now.